Hayes Fawcett has a little something for us, and it's somebody looking to come to Bama. So he says. Got this young man, Mack Sutter. He says he's down to Alabama, Ohio State, Illinois, and Ole Miss. The 6'6", 225-pound tight end from Dunlap, Illinois, is going to announce his commitment on June 26th. He's the number 6 tight end per On3 and the top 100 recruit. I wonder who he's kind of like exactly, because I mean, I'm curious to see what this young man's going to bring to the table. I hope he commits to Alabama. That would be a win. But
absolutely. I was wondering why Illinois was on that list, right? And then you read that he's from Illinois. So I was like, yeah, kind of makes sense. I mean, you never know. Hometown guy, home state guy, whatever you want to call it. I think that used to matter more in the past. Now, guys don't really care all too much about, their home state team. It's more so about where you can get paid the most. And again, don't blame these players. It just makes for chaos. I know with the house settlement now that you're trying to crack down on it, but that still probably is going to be a mess. But yeah, definitely, to have a tight end ranked that high, he's probably really, really, really good. So it would be great for Bama to land him. I mean, Ohio State's always tough to beat, especially, right now. I mean, they've been landing so many 5-stars. So I would think it'd be between Alabama and Ohio State. And you never know, Illinois could be the wild card, home state. But, yeah, as Austin points out, yeah, it is, definitely for some players it's a dream. But, I mean, we saw with Underwood, Bryce Underwood. He wanted to play for LSU. Where's he at? He went to Michigan because Michigan gave him a bigger check. So money talks. Sometimes where you want to go, you don't end up going because you get paid more somewhere else. So,
but here we go. We got Matt Sutter.
And he's a tight end, outside linebacker, and QB.
Oh, he's living in the sunlight, dancing in the moonlight, and he's got a touchdown. There we go.
Yeah, appreciate you for being here, Burks. A lot of people don't seem to like him right now. Because I saw Jackson. You were talking about too. He did like a video talking about his house, right, or something like that. So I mean, how it is. People don't like people that I guess are perceived as arrogant. So in Portnoy's case, I mean, I guess in his position, he kind of reserves the right, but. It's not going to win him over many friends, I guess. So that's what I have to say on the matter. But these highlights, he looks good.
Yep. Just like if you do commit to Illinois, I hope you don't. No hard feelings, Sutter, because you get to play for Brett Bielema. So I mean, no hard feelings there. Just we'll let him know if he does go to Ole Miss. You're not going to see an SEC title because, like, the last time Ole Miss won an SEC title was 1963. Like Bonanza was on the cusp of being the number one television show at that time when Ole Miss last won the SEC.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time ago. I will say that Ole Miss's biggest issue is being able to recruit at the highest level. Like, they get a lot of quality players, but as a whole, their team just still isn't on the Bama, Georgia level or Texas. I mean, it's just not there. Kiffin's done an incredible job. But, yeah, Ole Miss, their ceiling's kind of what it is. 9, 10, maybe 11 wins at max. They're probably not going to ever win an SEC title, even with Kiffin. But you never know. Never say never, but not likely. But, I mean, again, with him having, Alabama and Ohio State and his, Final Four, you would think most likely he would go to one of those two. I will say, though, Ohio State probably very recently has had more, I guess, slight advantage with tight ends. We haven't really had any noteworthy tight ends in a while. O.J. Howard, I mean, a few years ago, I mean, like, the tight end position is kind of an afterthought for us lately.
Oh man, like he'll be joining guys like. Well, I mean, he wouldn't be able to play with Brody Dalton because like Brody Dalton's in his senior year for 2025, and yes, that is a name you're going to hear throughout the season is Brody Dalton. You're not hearing a lot of people talk about him yet, but you're going to hear people talk about Brody Dalton eventually. That I can promise you.
It would be good for us to really up our tight end game. I mean, the thing is that when you look at the Big Ten, teams like Wisconsin, Iowa, Penn State, Michigan, etc., they've had some really good tight ends. And their receiver game's not very good, but they've always had great tight ends. Alabama, like our receivers have been excellent, our running backs have been excellent, but our tight end room, I mean, when I was a kid, we had a couple good ones, but like lately they've just been average at best. So to have a more dynamic tight end definitely helped the offense. I feel like the biggest thing really hurting Alabama with getting really good tight ends is because we don't run the ball as much anymore. So it's like that's why tight ends commit to those Big Ten schools, because of the fact they know that they're going to run the ball more. And maybe the offense is more tailor-made for them to have success. And that those schools have a pipeline of sending those guys to the NFL. We don't necessarily have that, so it'd be interesting. It just depends on whether, DeBoer can sell him on that and say, hey, we're going to use the tight ends more. Hopefully, if Brody Dalton has a good season for us at tight end, maybe that will really open up in the future for the tight end position to be a source of strength for us. But it just really hasn't been the last few years.
Oh, there we go. Here's another good one. Boom.
Yeah, he's good, man. His highlights are really good. I will say, like I've heard so many other football analysts say, though, these highlights, they only show the good. They don't show the bad. So, it is tough sometimes when you're watching these, clips to say, oh my gosh, this dude is a stud. And then you got countless other film where that guy doesn't work hard on a play, or his motor's not consistent. That's why you see sometimes they evaluate guys like that. But, I mean, judging by this guy's highlights, he looks fantastic. I mean, I remember we were watching wasn't that one running back in one of our recruiting videos, and the other team they were playing in the video was awful. Like, I mean, yeah, the guy was really good and all that, breaking tackles, but the defense against him was so poor that it's like, how much can you really judge this guy based off these highlights? Because you can tell the other team was bad.
Oh, here we go. Watch this play again. Knock him down. He's like, what?
Crazy.
He's like, what happened? He got all shook up. Oh, another boy got all shook up.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big dude, man. I mean, you wouldn't want him barreling down on you.
Oh, man. Here we go. Oh, man.
That's why you've heard commentators say in the past, it's much safer up here in the booth. Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
You're not getting annihilated like you would out on the field, man.
Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, well, he knocked him down. I hope we get this young man to come over to Alabama. That would be a humongous win. And Smoke Hines in the chat. Coach Smoke, how you doing tonight? And Godfather SC says, I am late. Sorry. Hello, everyone. No, we're sorry. We were late. Like, we're sorry to you, man. No worries. And, this is going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm waiting it out for June 26th. I mean, like, the month of June is, like, really huge, apparently. Because you got, like, the revival of Phineas and Ferb. You got the...
That's the most important thing.
You got the big wins with Sam Utu coming over to Alabama on Monday. We did a video on that, so check that out, of course. And we got June 26th, where we're watching this young man make his announcement. Is he going to Illinois? Is he going to Ohio State, Ole Miss, or Alabama? Watch for Max Sutter. We might just do a live stream for that day, just like 10 minutes before his commitment starts. What do you think, chat? Want to see us do a live stream of that commitment day? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Like, I'll do one, Bear. Why don't we cross over with the other teams for that episode? Like that'd be
Yeah, that would be really cool if you make that happen. That would be crazy. I will say I know why recruiting's big right now because it's the summer. You know, like a lot of these guys want to commit before their senior year. You know, they want to commit and already have it in their mind, like, hey, I'm going to play for this team, and then I can focus on my senior year of high school. That's what a lot of players do. I know that we've seen a lot of decommitments after that now that you've had with NIL, like, oh, I got a better offer. It's insane how this stuff happens these days. But that's why players commit right now. That's why. And plus, coaches are actively recruiting them and doing all these visits because they can. Whereas once the season starts, yeah, you still have some visits. You've seen guys like on campus for games. Like there's a game and there's like 3 or 4 5-stars on Ohio State's campus for a big game. That happens, but it's easier to do recruiting visits when it's not in season because the coach can be more locked in on it versus during the season when he's locked in on his team, trying to win the next game. So yeah, that's why you see a lot of commitments at this time.
for sure. And we're just looking forward to the Magic comment. I mean, like, cause like kind of like how you heard in the first episode of the Feast for a Revival, where they say, summer is starting now. Well, summer is here now in Tuscaloosa. It's right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and we're back to take names in 2025 and then some. 2026 is definitely the year. We're looking to the rest of the 2020s.
You ever heard the song Right Now by Van Halen?
I think so.
Yeah, you probably heard it before. You kept saying Right Now. I kept reminding me of that song. But yeah, so it's not summer yet. I mean, theoretically, like it's a week away, but it does feel like summer because, man, like boy, oh boy, like you said, that heat wave, man, the humidity, man. Like that is what people in other parts of the country do not get when where we the part of the country we live, Jackson. The humidity is rough. Like out west, you'll have 110-degree days, but the humidity is not as bad. Humidity out here, man, it's nuts. So the heat wave, no fun, but definitely we're gonna have a lot of fun over the summer as we prepare for the college football season, looking at these recruitments, looking at these commitments, hopefully to Alabama. And hopefully, like I said, preparing for the inevitable beatdown of Florida State that needs to occur in week 1. That game does not need to be close at all, or I'll have some big time concerns with Alabama.
It's summer, man. Where do we begin? All begins by liking, commenting, subscribing, and clicking on that notification bell to Alabama with the Voice College Football, so you never miss no video whatsoever.
Stay tuned. The summer of '69.
There we go.